So yesterday, this little shitbird here turned himself into liquid and went out a tiny little hole. My mother has a tiny little cat, half the size of him, had a hidden cat door behind a curtain. Like, he didn't know where that was. That little sucker went out before I got up yesterday morning. Didn't think anything of it. And I about lost my crap yesterday a dozen times because he was missing and I had things to do and I couldn't just sit here and wait for him. And very fortunate that last night he got himself stuck. I don't know if he was there all day or if he came back and got stuck or what, but very grateful for the simple fact that I have this little booger in my life. He likes to photobomb my video interviews. He likes to sleep on my chest. And there's something to be said for having the comfort of a pet, of a companion animal. Something just to be said for having something that relies on you. I am the mother of a 17-year-old who doesn't think she needs me anymore. I know she figures that out every once in a while that she actually does. And she is here right now with me getting ready to celebrate the life of my grandparents. We're doing the family thing in the next couple of days, so I may or may not be out to do these videos again and then, before I leave and get on the road. So maybe they'll just be road videos of Odin and I traveling back across country. But here's the thing. I don't know what I would do. I don't know who I would be without my daughter and the 17 years that we have now had together. I'm still trying to figure that out. There's definitely a gap where it's not like I'm sad that I'm an empty nester. I have all these possibilities and I'm going to do some traveling. I'm going to do some really, really cool shit. As soon as I figure out who I am. And maybe not. I may do that traveling to figure out who I am. So I would just like to encourage everybody to break out of the norm. Do the things that feed your soul. If that's travel, if that's art, if that's music, do the things that make you happy from the inside. It's not stuff. I don't know the answers to everything, but I know damn well there is not a physical item that can bring you happiness like feeding your soul can. Be that hiking and getting out in nature, be that traveling to amazing places, seeing amazing art. Nothing is going to fill that void if you are miserable. No amount of purses, shoes, and whatnot. So in a week, I'll be back in Texas, and I will be working fast and furious to make some final tweaks to the tiny house. I'm going to show that at EarthX in Dallas the end of April, which I'm so crazy excited about. It's almost ridiculous. So getting the skins on the countertops and finishing out the bathroom and putting that Murphy bed together. I have no idea how I'm going to do that, but don't tell anybody. But it'll be done by the end of April. And then there'll be Mr. the tiny house cat, the not so tiny house cat. I don't know that he'll make the show, but he and I will be traveling around in said tiny house, and we're going to be making some big changes, and we're going to be pushing the envelope of comfort and life. And I encourage everybody to do that. There is no reason to stay somewhere just because you always have. There's no reason to keep doing the same things just because you always have. There are opportunities and exciting things and people and places. And sometimes it's just a matter of going to a different grocery store. Go to a different park. Have lunch somewhere new. Have lunch with someone new. I implore you, take a chance. Go out there. See what the world has. And, well, I'd pretty much just say rock it.